Welcome back, YouTube. This is, if you caught my last video, this is a billet we made there. My attempt at the San Mai Damascus, just using steel. So we're gonna see how that turned out. And my buddy Jonathan Mitchell Ray, come up with an interesting design for a knife, and we're going to attempt it. These will be finger holes, and see how it turns out. So stay tuned. So this is what happens when standard drill bits won't touch your holes. Could not get them drilled. Those are 5/8 inch end mills at the house, carbide end mills I could plunge with, but I don't have any CNC capabilities. So I came to work, and we're gonna circle mill them out to the right size. Well, I got the holes in the billet. Do something kind of like this, and we'll end up taking this part down here, cutting it away. So I went with a 15/16 holes. Ended up just circle milling them out to that diameter. Drill bit wouldn't touch it. You'll see that one of the smaller solid carbide drill bits would drill it, but just a regular high-speed drill bit wouldn't even start, just immediately went dull. So now we're going to mark out the blade shape and use a cutoff wheel. This is what Mitch kind of came up with. Wanted something like this. This isn't normally my style, but we're going to do it anyways. Well, we got the profile rough ground in. I'm probably going to change something around here. Not for sure yet. Got the blade blued up, so we're going to go mark where our bevels. We're going to mark the edge on the center line, and then we'll mark the bevels equal distance with the height gauge on both sides. Then we'll start grinding. I have noticed some delamination, probably can't see it, in the blade right here. I think you can see that one maybe. And right there. Normally that would mean junk knife, scrap. However, I'm not planning on selling this one, and I'm really wanting to see how the pattern and stuff will come out. And on top of that, there is a harmonious single layer steel that runs all the way through the center of this. So even though it does have delamination, it's not going to affect its usability. It just will look worse with it. So I'm going to continue on and try to put a handle on it. It ought to make, I mean, it feels pretty good in the hands. Be a good skinner. So we're going to continue on. I think maybe the reason I got some delamination, if you guys remember earlier, I had to mill a lot off of the 2 pieces of Damascus that went in here because I was getting some delamination. Well, I probably should have just got rid of those and made some new pieces. I must have not got, because it's where, which you'll be able to see it later after it's etched, but it's where the solid piece that runs through the center meets up with the Damascus I've got in there, so it's where they connect. So I'm guessing I didn't get enough off of the edge, and some delamination still happened. So oh well, we're going to continue on. So I got the holes drilled in the blade itself for my pins, and then I've got 2 pieces of this is cocoa boa or cocoa bassa or something like that. What I'm going to attach it to the handle temporarily, just putting pins through it so I can shape it. So then I'll have to take it back apart because I'm going to cut this away somehow. I ain't figured that out yet. And grind them together then. So I was rough grinding and got the profile really rough grinded, and then I drilled the holes out for the handle because it was going to be something like that, minus this, and then everything started going to crap. It started splitting, split all the way down. So this was cocoa boa, and I've used this before, but this must have been, look, it even split up here. Must have been a bad piece. So now we're going to go with some zebra wood and try the same thing with it. Well, I got the profile done. It's just got 2 pins in there to hold it together. I'm going to need like an oscillating grinder with a drum on it to get in here and finish up them holes. Well, I got the holes sanded in, so now I'm going to round off these corners and smooth it up and try to do some finish work on it, and then we'll have to take it back apart and etch the blade and then permanently adhere the handles. So now the handle's pretty much finished. I'm going to take it apart so I can acid dip or acid etch the blade. I got to do just a few things to this, like these inside corners. I didn't want to radius them or anything while it was on there, in fear of getting into the metal with my sander or sandpaper. So I'm going to take them apart and do that, then should be ready for final assembly. Alright guys, just dipped the blade in acid, just brought it out. You can see that pattern or not. So now all that's left is to put the handle on it. So I got the handle permanently attached there. Now it's time to grind down my pins. Well, there she is, guys. Got the handle on, the pins pinged, ground. I got it stained. I don't know if I already mentioned this or not, but I did have some delamination, right in here before. After I put it in the acid, I can't find it back, so I don't know if it was just a top piece that didn't quite get welded and got ate away in the acid, but I can't find it anywhere. So, but I will have to say thank you to Jonathan Mitchell Ray, for giving me this idea. This is not usually the type of knife I make. However, it actually feels amazing in your hands. So, thanks for the idea. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.